So the evil ones who want to see my chest and my lungs fucked up, and they want to see my throat fucked up and see me snotting all over the place and all that. I want them to see it too. So now that I'm on live, everybody and their mother and their auntie and their uncle and their daddy can see it. Yeah. In this season, they hit me with it mostly at night, you know. But yeah, let the evil ones rejoice today for you. Tomorrow for me and my crew. Alrighty. Saying I am on something Tris hinne mengiä shanna tawana samakon. Chitruutta paingi mene klapun. Tusna nange taposhanulla nirekipest. Tuda han kachamon haslektee shatalappuman asachanenge as atraja mullaike datrapeto sinne. Rimesala hier hanenge salatramon nain shantra kolal asajel. Tis enelemehkiät satraja matosonna läike. Je la traham con neges. Nala san kunana miesat es jo la traha paish nangata hunk ama mani nieses etleneset John ama kantol haki jes nala henge mesat ton ama nesa korona sakeite ton la ya sama ingata talu sama nge es nala tra apai enes enketala mas nenge at hashin nala muma arama nayike Jet asla koma halay meke sene nagla tas amalakin entela tamana meke tesna as amaleni makala sala koma sene tes la kom ten ne asla amasra kiti asla ne mungaba as katara wimen el kesene nakasa anana hinke minas na kolam tonna keseret as alakat usna nakat ashe hekiti asla Talamunan ham kajan hap unania jenne set tradra ham katram as an unkiti es tra akaun tananya mia salkat at shumulaine ay ala hamu masani mireshat ala sanamunan vetra himine es enna trama yine at sakato reme hak ashla vadam tus naga hach enna sama tas unania se peshnata Ut amala ukuran unsunanin is ine ke es ana. Junan amangele sapat. Aslaya muna siya nana nakachol aming esetre mene. Sen heptala yetason ananimikete siya lahas. Tot nala ingile sen asya maingeta pashan. Ost nangele te inalas as inimile pashan. Selamak minine set. Idia hal kula mana ye meneset tes analakaon ham kasiala tau hap hila la sanenge as unana ye mas an mikrasa mona to nala kia samana hetke la strapias as tonna hien enesra mahakat chatna hau mingide as etkit yala tos unna kare menesra pan anla ye kete has hananako am hosana meneset ne shidan nesket as ala Katala munalashele. Desnenge has achetiala at tumula inza. Tra hemeke shatala. Alo munas nanga. Jat nan has nangoneme. Jetne has tequila ha pushna malere atel hala kojan tenge at snala treme hachala hamon tunaya enge statramon nanaya cheke na hal konna namashene mas tremenge shatahata pushnenge datala nanya na nisnenge nela kapone nesnena la katayeta shnenge atena malese kitia shalata imes na katao ama yes kit na kal katalamu chat na la sanye sabash kit na la umuna shenelix Okay. Now, we're ready. So, most High, if there's anybody trying to interfere with this reading, please block them so we can receive the messages that you brought us here to receive. And do step in and speak to your 144,000. Thank you so very much. So, my people, let's see. What does God want us to know? I am blessed. I am blessed. Every day of my life, I am blessed. When I wake up in the morning, when I lay my head to rest, every day of my life, I am blessed. They say me praise God straight, make money straight. Do God work straight. If you like me, raise your hand. If you don't like me, raise your standards. Okay? Okay. How many devils do we have up in here wanting to know what God want to say to the saints? And yes, saints say curse words. We smoke, we drink, we have orgies. You know, we live life as long as we're not hurting ourselves or other people. We don't live in tiny little boxes like you religious folk. We are liberal, liberating beings. Okay? So don't watch us and say, oh, they aren't people of God. They're not saints because we don't look like what the fuck you want us to look like or what they told you saints are supposed to look like. Fuck you and your tiny boxes. Okay? It's time for reprogramming. God made all of us saints. Fuck off. God made all of us saints how we were made specifically so that we can relate with the people we are here to assist. You know? So our quote unquote imperfections simply make us relatable. Yo, me say fuck off. Stop calling my phone. Yeah. So if we come from the ghetto, or we come from the hills, or we live on the seas, or we use crack, we use cocaine, we live on the streets, wherever the fuck you find us at, we are who we are. That doesn't stop us from being the saints, the chosen ones. Recognize that and let's move on. Okay? So stop expecting me to be who you want me to be or expecting me to look like what they taught you a saint look like and act like. I am me because God made me this way so I can relate to the people that I am here to bless. Okay? Okay. Now that we got that out of the way. Some of us swear, some of us don't. Some of us smoke, some of us don't. Some of us do drugs, some of us don't. Some of us are lesbian, some of us are not. Some of us may be gay, some of us are not. We are who we are so we can relate to our people, our soul family. God is smart. God is wise. Some of us are prostitutes. Some of us are presidents. Some of us are politicians. Some of us are doctors, nurses, lawyers, garbage collectors, chefs, teachers. We're everywhere. Because God is smart. It's a strategy. It's the outreach program. Some of us are drug dealers. You know, it's about what's in the heart. It's about the mental makeup of the being you're interacting with. You see what I'm saying? It's not about these petty personality traits or these petty character traits that you human beings like to use to judge or class people. God is more creative than that. God is more liberal than that. God is more strategic and just wiser than that, you know? That's limited. Saints, aka earth angels, that is we. That is us. Like it or not, we are chosen. And this is what we look like. This is what we act like. Okay? But that's why they say don't judge a book before. I said don't judge the cover of the book. Don't judge the book by its cover. There you go. Don't judge a book by its cover. And that's what a lot of you people do. And end up fucking up your blessing. And you know, I am so happy to be the type of person that I am, because even if I was rich, I would still live like I'm a poor person, because I want to blend in. You know, I just want to blend in. I don't want to stand out, because when you stand out, it makes it too easy for people to recognize you. You see, the objective here is to get the common human being to get in touch with their divinity. So it's like, how do you treat someone you think is beneath you? How do you treat somebody who you think is of no use to you? I want to be befriended not because I'm rich, but because I'm kind, because I'm helpful, because I'm wise, because I'm loving, because I'm loyal. You know, all the shit that actually matter. And so far, all the people, well, 99% of the people I've been around, they failed that test horribly. Hey, wow. Hey, them people are blind like a bat and weak like a dry rotten thread. Yeah. But anyway, to each their own. I'm still here. So let's see, what else God want to tell the saints and the cross watchers, the earth angels and the cross watchers, because that in itself is a message. Everything I've said so far in this reading, vital information. Yeah man, we like to blend in. Some of us like to blend in, but we not look for favoritism, you know what I'm saying? Because we are already blessed. It's not about us. It's not about our soul. Our soul is already right with God. We wake up on a daily basis, and that's our priority, to be straight with God. So it's not about us. We are just here to grow. We don't pass that level that the common man is on. It's not about us anymore like that. It's about people. It's about the common folk. You know? Our interaction with humanity is largely about the common folk. Who are you? Get the common folk to know themselves. Because a lot of them don't know themselves. A lot of them think that they're godly people. A lot of them think that they're on the right path. A lot of them think that they're somebody. But what makes somebody somebody? What really makes somebody somebody? You see, my currency is not money. My currency is relationships, friendships, good karma. You check it. My currency is keeping my vibe right with God so that God will keep on blessing me. God will keep on putting miracles on my path. So none of y'all bitches, none of y'all little waste man and waste girl who want to conquer me can conquer me. Why? Because I got the right currency. I value the right things. It's not about me, it's about you. We earth angels are your targets, yet you're the one who's tired. We are the targets, we are the recipients of so much negativity, so much abuse, yet still you're the ones who look like shit. You're the ones whose lives are despicable. You're the ones who are sad. You're the ones who are broke. You're the ones who are broken. You're the ones who want to commit suicide. You're the ones who just hate life. Hate. You're wondering what's the point? Yet we are the ones who go through all the trauma because you project your nonsense onto us. Why? Because you want to test us to see if we truly are who we say we are. I think it would be a better use of your energy for you to figure out who you are. Instead of focusing so much outside, you need to focus more inside. Cross watcher. Y'all ain't looking so good. Your karmic report ain't looking so good. And I'll tell you, God takes a long time to serve karma. Sometimes God takes like 20 years, 24 years, 30 years. But remember, whatever you put out, it's on your path. No matter how much you wish to divert away from it, it will always meet with you. Why? There's an invisible string. There's an invisible connector that you can never disconnect from. That's just how the rules, the laws of life is set up. Pay attention. Cross watcher. It doesn't matter how long, and that's why some of y'all think that God don't exist. It's because God is so patient. So you see that time between your crime and your punishment as time to commit more crimes. But your bill is getting higher and higher and higher. Recognize that. So what does God want to say to we, the 144,000? The punching bags of society. The outcasts of our community. Yet we are the head cornerstone. Damn, that was a lot of spit. Wait. Yet we are the head cornerstone of each of our respective vicinities. You remember that story of Sodom and Gomorrah, yeah, where they say um if you find, if I think it was Abraham was asking that, like, if you find basically righteous people, people who are trusting and living for God in Sodom and Gomorrah, will God spare that place? And God said, yeah. That's what we earth angels are. We are your lifeline. We are what is saving your ass from pending doom. So once we are there, I mean, we could be there and God still fuck your shit up, because God know how to protect us in the midst. Because God say 1,000 and 10,000 could be falling at your feet, but not one hair of your head shall be touched, earth angels. You know what I'm saying? But yep, we are a blessing wherever we go. Wherever we at, and there the blessing there. But they swear we are a nuisance. They would prefer to see us as a nuisance, because it makes them feel better, you know. You know why? It's because a lot of people are afraid of God seeing their sin. You know? But little do they know, God is very kind. God is very merciful. God is very forgiving. God ain't on that like that. That's why God takes so long to fuck y'all up when y'all do dumb stuff. Duh. It's not because God can't do anything. It's because God is giving you a chance to grow. God is giving you a chance to understand the error of your ways and correct yourself. But when you fail to correct yourself enough times, then God will strike you like, yo, can you hear me now? You know, if you touch the fire, it's gonna burn you. It's hot. You can't just go around abusing people like that and think that I'm gonna allow you to keep on doing it over and over. There is an expiry date. It may not be when you want it to be, but no, say, there is an expiry date. There is a judgment day. And I'm not talking about that stupid stuff that they teach us about, where when we die, then God will have a day when we'll raise up out the grave and all that bullshit. I don't believe in that. Your judgment day is sudden. It could be tomorrow, it could be next year, it could be 20 years from now, but it's while you're alive. Or maybe if you die and you come back, you still have to pay for your crimes. But there's an expiration date, man. God is not an idiot. When you're around somebody who is a good example of what you should be, that is the time to look within yourself and try to work on yourself. That is not the time for you to try and fuck that person up so that they look as ugly as you spiritually. That's just stupid. It's like you have a rose garden and you got like 20 rose trees. 19 of them, the roses are all fucked up. People been coming and beating them up, and you come by and you see this one rose tree that's standing. The roses are looking perfect like they should, instead of looking battered and bruised like the other 19. And your dumbass, instead of you nurture the other rose trees back to health, you decide to just beat up this other rose tree and make it look as nasty as the rest. To each their own. I wouldn't do that, you know. I would cut off all the ugly roses that's already been, and cut all the branches that's been broken and all that. I would prune it and bring it back to its former beauty. That's what I would do to match this one that's standing like a true champion. This one that escaped whatever madness happened to the other 19. But to each their own. But that's what makes us earth angels, and that's what makes you a fucking idiot. The devil's child. Kill, steal, and destroy. So I started
wanted this reading to speak to the 144,000, but there's a lot of messages for the cross watchers. And before, when I was typing in the title, the BBC came up. Gotcha. I like how God did that. I like how God, they came here expecting to get our gossip, earth angels. They wanted to know what's going on with us so that obviously they can. That's why there's somebody calling my phone over and over and over. They're trying to interrupt the vibe, but I already prayed before I did this, as you can see. Always. So, yeah, they thought that they would come on here and get information from me as to how to go about diminishing our power, like spoiling our happiness, fucking up our peace of mind and all that. As usual, how to kill, steal, and destroy the earth angels. See what bits of information they can get. And God had a whole ceremony to give to these devils. They didn't expect that one. I didn't expect it. I'm just free flowing, really. Praise the Lord. My city of God. When I build this city of God, it's not about your religion, it's about how you treat your fellow man. That's what we focus on there, just so y'all know. It's not about the color of your skin, it's not about your religion, it's not about the size of your bank account or any of that. It's about how you treat your fellow man, fellow woman. We will be governed by the actual Universal Declaration of Human Rights Charter. We will be the actual United Nations, okay? So know that it will be taught in the schools like it's supposed to. So while the rest of the world want to act like animals, destroying each other, we will be wherever God put us, trying to figure out how to create the ultimate slice of heaven on earth. We will be building our land of milk and honey, irrespective of our religion, our traditions, and all these things. As long as we're not hurting ourselves or anyone else, we are free to be, or not to be. Just had to drop that in there so you understand what we're about. They have a Los Angeles, we have an actual city of angels. We are the real deal Holyfield. So, 144,000, I know that you came here for your message. I can feel you being restless, but everything that I was saying is on our behalf to our pursuers, our captors, our abusers. So I don't know what frame of mind you're in, but I think you should be happy that I'm actually speaking on behalf of us all to these criminals, these fools, okay? Just so you know. So be patient. When it's our turn to get our message, we will get our message. But first, we have to get all the muddy water out. Because see how I started this reading? I didn't go into speaking in tongues like willingly. It just happened naturally. And I went with the flow. So that means God wanted to clear the energy. There was something in the air that God had to clear before I could even start. Okay? Remember, we're dealing with spiritual warfare. You can't see it, but you can perceive it. And sometimes we perceive it on such a deep level that we don't perceive it, but our soul does. So let's go with the flow. Exercise patience. Divine timing, my dear. Okay, it's our turn now. I can feel it. Okay. What does God want to say to us? The 10 of summer. It says an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust. That's what we're all about. You know, the motherfuckers be getting in our way and shit, bringing out the worst in us sometimes. You know, just being a fuckface for no good reason. Just because they're stupid, you know? Underdeveloped, half baked. And they're too dumb to even realize that they're underdeveloped and half baked. Ain't that some shit? I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be speaking like this about them so cruelly, but after you've been through what I've been through, I'm upset, okay? So this is kind of personal. But I'm gonna try and be professional, okay? Because I still want to respect the idiots, okay? I don't want to like turn them off because I feel like what I'm doing is kind of counterproductive. But I just had to get that out. Like I said, all the nasty waters, all the nasty stuff, I had to get it out my system. So maybe now I can speak to them with some respect, you know, with some dignity, hopefully. Because I mean, they're horrible, but you know, you want to encourage them to become their best self. You don't want to like make them upset. But y'all already made me upset, so y'all gotta make room for me to fucking cuss you, fuss mother cunt. Okay? I have feelings, eh? I'm an angel, I'm an earth angel, but I got fucking feelings. Eh? And I will honor my anger by giving a voice to it, whether you like it or not. So to the earth angels, God wants to say, the Queen of Winter, Queen of Swords, whoop whoop, strong, patient, self-sufficient, and funny. It says, let go of people or things that no longer serve you, earth angels. Now is the time to focus on your career, your well-being, your you. Our work with these people are done. Let me give you an example. The bottom part says unmarried or divorced individuals. I'm going to tell you something that I realized. Okay? That basically aligns with what is happening here with us. So basically the message is left the people them alone and focus on yourself now. Your work with all these people is done. You have been a great example. You managed to set the scene and set the tone and set the vibe. Who wants to believe, let them believe. Who don't want to believe, let them not believe. Who learned anything from you, let them deal with that. Who didn't learn, let them deal with that. You don't have to associate with these people anymore, whether they're family or friends or clients or government or whatever, whoever. Your work is done. Time for you to give yourself some peace and some self-care, some self-love. Time for you to rejuvenate you. I've come to that conclusion as of September 11th. After that reading came out with my Malika's daddy, I realized, yeah, my freedom is actually here. I don't put no extra security on my door anymore. Okay, because it's like, do whatever the fuck you want, because I know that my work here is done and it's time for the next set of soldiers to kick in and do their part. Those set of soldiers who are not afraid to get dark. Okay? And yes, there are earth angels too. Because sometimes you have to fight fire with fire. Okay? So we don't even need to hear nothing else. As far as me concerned, the message has already been delivered. But it looked like we're back on 9. So, what I was saying is the reggae music. I realize with reggae music is like we're living in a time now where conscious music would actually be helpful, healing, progressive, informative, and whatnot. And we keep looking for new music. But what I realize is God has already used the saints. God has already used and delivered the messages through the saints. So even if they are not who they used to be right now, they have already come and done their work. So it's not about new, inspiring, uplifting music right now. It's about finding what God has already put out there. So let me plug in my phone battery. Since they updated my phone without my permission, my phone been acting strange, but what's new? See how we fell offline just now? Fire too hot for your ass lot. Anywho, so yeah, we want some new Buju music, we want some Fire Sizzler music, we want some of this, we want some of that. But really and truly, if you check out the scene, you'll see that the music is still relevant and it's still powerful, it's still edifying, it's still satisfying to our soul. The Bob Marley, all them tunes there, they are relevant now. And how does that relate to what is going on here? This says let go of people or things that no longer serve you. So it's like if these artists, and they're just an example, if these artists are no longer what you expect or are looking for, because people change, people progress, people, life happens and it just go like that. So it's like you can enjoy their form of work because it's about the soul food element of it. So no matter what area of life this is related to, whether it's books that you read or just whatever movies that you watch, go back to the old stuff because it's like good stuff are already out there. So it's like if you don't like what they're producing now with the new shows, or like if they bring back an old series and they come with all these woke concepts and all these fuckeries that they're trying to program us with now, just go back to the old stuff and leave this new shit alone. Because we know what's good. So, let go of people, places, things, ideologies, practices, traditions, everything that's not serving you. It's just time to let go of that and focus on you. It's time to rebuild yourself after these idiots broke you down. We were on the battlefield. We provided ourselves as a living example, okay, of how to not be so stiff about religion and living for God, okay? We showed them that just because you smoke, it doesn't make you a fucking sinner, It's about what is coming out of you. Who are you? What type of heart do you have? You know what I'm saying? Do you believe in God? How much respect do you have for God? You understand what I'm saying? Or how much respect do you have for good, even if you're an atheist? It's about the quality of heart that you have still. So there's no excuse. Okay? So we've already shown love to people who show us hate. We've done our work. They've depleted us. And now it's time for us to rebuild ourselves. That's the message that God wants us to receive, Earth Angels. Okay? So focus more on you. Get your nails done, get your hair done, get a pedicure, female and male. Okay? Get some good sex if you want to get some sex, or go on a celibate journey. Go on a journey of celibacy. Take away yourself from everybody in all forms, and just be in your own energy. Take a holiday. Go somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? Do whatever it is that's gonna revive you. Take care of yourself. Rebuild. Okay, we have definitely stepped into another phase of this fight. Yeah, we are not where we used to be in the story of life. So I don't know how long it's gonna take us to get to the next phase, because basically our work is done with them. So now we're rebuilding ourselves. So you know what's coming next. Yeah, our victory is definitely not as far back as where we were, I'll say 12 years ago. You understand what I'm saying? So even if it take us 20 years, that's fucking, we're on our way there. Because I don't know what kind of timing God is working with. Okay, some of us may see this change in a year, 2 years, 4 years, 6 months, who knows. Let's just keep going. Right now it's time to look after self. Okay, so right now is this is a time of division, actually. So like I said, with the Sodom and Gomorrah story, when the saints are no longer mixed in with the sinners, then God can do whatever you want to do with the sinners then, innit? They've been warned so many times, they know better. So let's just stay clear of the madness, okay, and love up an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust. This is our focus right now. These people, these kind of people, these quality of people, these quality of interactions, this is what we're focusing on. So anybody you're uncertain of, let them go. You don't need that type of headache to figure out, are you really my friend? Are you not? Can I trust you? Can I not? There's a reason why you have to even question these things in the first place. Why are you making me have to question your loyalty? Okay? So, the next underlying issue, we have manage your resources wisely, achieve a balance in how you spend and save money, help out those who are less fortunate. And not just anybody, these people. You don't just go around and give your money to anybody anymore. We are not going to be feeding these devils and strengthening them to come and ruin us anymore. It's time to cut off their supply. Okay? They don't get our time. You don't answer their phone calls. They don't see your fucking face. Okay? Because just seeing us will put a nice vibe in their heart. You know them ones where you see somebody you like, they're just a pop-up visit and it make you feel like, yeah, don't give them that. Not even that if you can avoid it. We not give them no more of our good energy if we can help it. Use that for people who deserve it. And if you're not sure about them, then perhaps they're a no. And like I keep saying for the last couple of days, everybody needs to have their own personal form of divination where they could talk one-on-one with their source, with God, or whatever source it is that you believe in. However you have been cultured to see the source, it's still the one energy. Love is love. Righteousness is righteousness. Okay? So develop a source of divination so that you can have direct communication with your source. So if you need a yes or no answer, or if you need guidance or whatever, you got it. You may not be able to tap into other people's Akashic records, but you should definitely have access to yours so that you can see your way forward when it is dark. You understand? or when the energy is murky. Just solve that shit by using whatever form or method. You could flip a coin. I heard somebody ask what forms of. You could flip a coin. You could make your own tarot deck. Whatever it is that call out to you. Some people read tea leaves. Some people read coffee grounds. Some people use runes. Some people have like a, I don't know, that pendulum. I don't know too much about it because all I do is read cards. Rather, I've been developing some other ones. I even use incense smoke one time. But communicate with the divine. Work out what method is best for you and your divine. And you want something that's always available. Okay? Easily available to you. Like a coin is easy to walk around with a coin. You can even stick it in your hair if you don't got no pockets. Shit. Sometimes you just need a yes or no answer. And before you do communicate with the divine, always ask the divine to block anybody trying to interfere with your communication, just so you can be sure in your heart that you are communicating with your creator. Ask and it shall be given. Okay, 144,000. Yeah. So that's all we have for you for right now, my darlings. Let's see what the next card coming was. Princess Princess of Spring. Optimistic, enthusiastic, creative, and energetic. Creative. Yeah. Create your own means of communication, direct communication. It says, it's time to go after your dream. Exactly, it's time to go after your dream. Ooh, does that include me? I hope that includes me because I'm tired of living like this. I've had enough. I mean, I'll do it if I have to, but I mean, it's time for the world to see my face. Although they don't want to. Yeah. Anyhow, yeah, it says, it's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Let your creativity take flight. Yeah, work on you. Work on things and people that you love. Okay? So, there you go. See what was coming next? The world. A brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. That's what I've been telling you. From September 11th, when that reading come out and Malika daddy name come up so plain and brawling in the reading, I was like, oh. And then it said, security, what was it? Security guard of the dark-hearted kind, and the underlying issue was the security guard of the divine kind. So I was like, damn, my peoples are here, and it's like they don't even know who it is. So the saboteur is here, and the saboteur of the saboteur is here. So I can fucking be free. I don't need to be guarding myself like that anymore. I can set myself free now. And whatever happened. They might still come in and try a thing, you know what I'm saying? Because they're still doing whatever fumes vibe that was going on at Craig's house. They're still, Jackai now is taking over that mission. But I don't really care, because I know it's soon over. So, shit, whatever. Yeah. So, yeah, my darlings, that's what's happening right now, okay? And the last one I'm going to show you says, trusting your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. Yeah. Meditation or divination. Like I said, you need a direct line of communication with the divine so that you can get that advice when you want to. And don't become too dependent on it, my loves, please. Because at the end of the day, our intuition is our first line of communication. If you can perfect your communication with the divine through your intuition, that would be beautiful. That is the best form of divination that you should employ. Okay? But if you can't do that yet, it's good to have a backup. But definitely work on your intuition. Okay? Because sometimes that's all we have. We don't have no coins in our pocket. We don't have no stone available. We don't have no nothing available. We need to learn to be able to hear. Okay? Or feel that guidance. Okay? So, I'm going to come after people on internet now. Until next time, my loves. Bye-bye.